students, today we're going to be learning about gaseous exchange and breathing. A very important topic in science, and hopefully by the end of this lesson you'll have a clean understanding of what it is. Now we're going to start this lesson off with Tom Cruise asking us two questions. Which gases make up the air we breathe? And number two, why do we have to breathe in oxygen? I'd like you to pause the video, write these questions down and answer them. I will be going over the answers very soon. So here we go, here's the answers. Now the air is broken up into these separate gases. We've got nitrogen at 78%, oxygen at 21%, we've got carbon dioxide at roughly 0.04%, we've got other gases, for example argon and water vapor. Now the reason why we need to breathe in oxygen is because of respiration. Now respiration is the release of energy and it occurs inside the mitochondria. The word equation is glucose plus oxygen gives us carbon dioxide and water. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is, inhaling is breathing in and exhaling is breathing out. What I'd like you to do is, I'm going to show you the differences. I'd like you to answer these two questions. What are the main differences between the gases that we breathe in and out? And sort of just compare them really. So this question could be asked in your exam. So I'm just a bit curious that you understand the differences. Look, the nitrogen, okay, we don't really touch that in the body. We don't really use that. Look at the oxygen on the other hand. It's gone down, hasn't it? Because we need that, don't we? We need that for respiration that happens inside ourselves. Carbon dioxide's massively increased because carbon dioxide's a waste gas. We produce it because of respiration, but we don't really use it. Now, your lungs are broken up into different parts. I want you to remember, in your neck, you've got two tubes. You've got your esophagus that leads down to your stomach. You've got your trachea that leads down to your lungs. Your lungs, trachea, it goes to your bronchus, to your bronchioles, and then you've got, at the end of your bronchioles, you've got alveoli. Just at the bottom, you've got your diaphragm, okay? So I want you to remember all these. You can pause the video, see if you can remember them. You know, maybe take a picture from Google, get it in your worksheet. You know, get it into your books, learn this. It's very important that you understand the different parts of the lungs, okay? Now, we've got left and right lung, okay? One of them smaller than the other, so there's place inside the heart. Sometimes we get lucky when we're looking to do a dissection, we can get the lungs attached with the heart. Now, the alveoli are very important. This is where gaseous exchange happens. You see them red blood cells at the bottom? They will carry the oxygen around. Now, we breathe in oxygen, it comes in from a high concentration in the air and it goes into our body at a low concentration and it swaps places with the carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is in high concentration in the blood and leaves the body, okay? Now, oxygen swaps place with carbon dioxide because we need the oxygen. We don't need the carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is breathed out. On the other hand, the oxygen comes in and is carried by them red blood cells. Now, to take this lesson to Key Stage 4 level, you need to understand how the alveoli is adapted for its function. It's got moist lining, it's got one cell thick capillaries for quicker diffusion, it's got a very good blood supply and a huge surface area. So remember that for your exam. Now, where does the carbon dioxide come from? Like I said, the carbon dioxide goes out, it comes from the cellular respiration that happens in our body and oxygen goes in because we need that. It's a bit like me giving you 10 euros and you giving me $20 back. They just swap in place. Okay, they swap in place. We need the oxygen, carbon dioxide's going out. Just remember that. It's very important that you understand that. Okay, oxygen is exchanged with the carbon dioxide because carbon dioxide is a waste product and needs to be removed from our bodies. So please remember this. Now, I would like you to do a research task. What happens to our lungs when we breathe in and out? So, what's going on? I want you to pause the video, have a go, write it down, and I'll show you the answers shortly. Look at Tom Cruise over there. He wants you to learn this lesson. Now, when you breathe in, your diaphragm flat and contracts. Your volume increases, as you can see. Your ribs move up and out. Your intercostal muscles contract. Your pressure decreases and your lungs inflate or go bigger. It's kind of the opposite when you breathe out on the other hand. Diaphragm domed and relaxed. Your volume decreases. Ribs down and in, relaxed. Intercostal muscles, pressure increases and lungs deflate or go smaller. It's really important that you know this, so make sure you write it down unless you've already written it down, because I sent you on a research task. Okay, so last thing we're going to do for this lesson is I'd like you to finish this plenary. So what is the oxygen level when inhaled, the carbon dioxide, the nitrogen, the temperature, the water vapor, and then I'll put the answers in as you guys and girls can see. Anyway, thank you very much for coming to this lesson.